Hey bosses, it's Nina. So I kind of stumbled on this feature. I knew it existed, but I never really looked into it and it just kind of popped up. So I wanted to show you because I'm super excited about it. You can create your own kind of Facebook frames. If you're into Snapchat, this is kind of like the filters, or even Messenger. This is like the filters. You can create your own for either your profile or for your live streams. So I wanted to show you how to create it. There's a couple ways to do this, but I also wanted to let you know that if you go over to camera effects and you're into artificial or AR basically, you can actually create a lot more. We're going to just do the frame studio, but in general, there's a lot of stuff here. Okay, so the easiest way to get here is if you're in your Facebook, all you have to do is search for camera effects. And see how it says camera effects and it's Facebook shortcuts. I'm going to go ahead and click on visit. And it brings me here. I'm going to go all the way to the bottom and I'm going to choose create a frame. Now, if you want it to be on the side or anything fancy, you can definitely start that in PicMonkey. Create multiple layers and designs and flip it and all that kind of stuff. I'm just going to show you something super duper simple with my logo. So I'm going to get started. So down here in the top, lower right hand corner, I'm going to click on get started. Notice you see portrait and they show you the live and messenger options, your profile, and then there's also landscape. So you can drag and drop, which I love, or you can just upload your art here. I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Let me just go ahead and pause it. Okay, so I uploaded my art. One thing I wanna bring out is you cannot really manipulate this in the way of, you can't change it from landscape to portrait and things like that. You're gonna wanna do that outside of the app. But if you have several different layers, you can bring it forward, send it back, all of that. And you can kind of duplicate it and do a couple of things with it. But for me, like I said, I'm just going to move it to the top left-hand corner. I'm going to keep the shrink with width and shrink with height. So as I move items, it's actually responsive. But I'm just going to put Pink Boss Club there. I'm putting it at the top rather than the bottom because usually that's where you have like your messages and your buttons and whatever, where people are seeing. I don't believe there's a lot in the top left-hand corner. If I remember anything else, I'll probably move it. But notice if you click on it, you still have some of those options that you had before. For me, that's all I'm going to do. It's going to show you one for each of them. I'm going to select this owner as myself. And actually, I'm going to make this my business one. So I'll select it as sociallynina. I'll click on next. And then here is where you can give it a name and make it available to other people. So I'm just going to call this the Pink Boss Club. Okay. And then I can make it only available at certain locations. So if you have a business or a location, you can actually drop it there. But I'm going to actually if you have an event, you could also do a start and end date. So for those of you that are speakers or have conferences or anything large like that, you can also use, it's kind of like Snapchat where you kind of check in and you have your filters. Okay. Make active right away or start and end at a certain time. I'm just going to put in here social media and then entrepreneur for the keywords. Okay. I'm going to click on next. It's showing me a preview. And I'm going to publish it. Now, what needs to happen is after you publish it, oh, interesting. It will soon be available. Everything that I've seen says that it takes 1 to 3 days before Facebook reviews it. So I don't know if this is because I don't know why. I'm just going to say that basically, if you see that it takes 1 to 3 days for them to approve it, don't trip. I've seen that on most videos and most things that it takes a few days to approve it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and share it as a page. and I can go ahead and add different posts or different things here. And actually, I'm gonna save this for now. One thing that you'll want to do is you may want to come back and manage your effects. So you can come in, see if you create multiple effects, you can actually come in and change them, make sure they're available. It's funny because it's similar to Facebook ads, and it's in the Facebook ads area, which is why I think I got approved so quickly. But once you're in there, and notice here it's FB camera effects. So you would just go to that same place, you search for camera effects on Facebook, and then you can actually open your Frame Studio and you can create more or edit them. All right. This is going to be so cool. I really like this, and I can't wait for people to start using it. But yeah, super cool. If you have any questions, let me know.